Cancer, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going over what's coming in for you for September 2025 when it comes to love and career. We're going to see the energies coming in. We're going to try to keep this a positive reading for you. See the good things that are coming in. If you would like a personal reading, check out my description box below. There you'll find all my social media links, and you will also find my Patreon as well. I do have a name deck. When you join my Patreon, you get your name added to my deck. And at the end of each of the YouTube readings for the month, because I go through all 12 zodiac signs, I pull names for extra confirmation for those who might want that extra confirmation. I also do a mini reading for those who join my Patreon. You automatically get a mini reading. And then let's see, I also do bonus readings, extended readings, intuitive readings with my charms intuition. These are my charms. Bam. I also do pendulum questions as well, and oracle readings, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, check out my Patreon. It's again down below. So yeah. Also make sure you think of 2 questions for your finances and 2 questions for your love portion as well. When I pull from my focus deck, yes and no cards can pop out. So make sure you think of 2 questions. But yeah, so let's get this started. Let's dive deep. Please, Spirit, connect me to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a timeless reading, so when you find this reading, it's when you're supposed to find it. What is coming in for career, Spirit? Career, finances, what's coming in for them? I feel like things are finally balancing themselves out. I feel like you're coming out of a hangman situation. So at first you were like in a stagnant situation, and it's like you're finally coming out. You're finally seeing the light. Things are balancing themselves out. Wow, yeah, this is a very happy time for you. You're moving forward, positive, confident in your decisions. You could be connecting with other people, like just making really good company. Celebration is happening right now. Long-term commitments could be happening. It's like you're finally committing to a long-term situation, which could do with your finances or career. It's like you're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Why the 3 of Swords, Spirit? Wow. I heard that there could have been a death. Interesting. They're saying there could have been a death in your family. This could have been a father figure. If it was not a death per se, it could be like the changing of a job or something. It could just mean like the symbolism of the death card is what I'm picking up on. Scorpio energy, but I just feel like something to do with the father figure in this family role. I feel like this male energy, I feel like something changed, something happened to mess up the situation financially for the family. Can you tell me more about this? I feel like that wants to come out. Some kind of news came in. This could just been like a loss of a job or something, or even somebody could have gotten hurt, like gone on disability or something. Information from a mother figure maybe came through. You could be a child of this father figure. There could have been a divorce that happened as well. between mother and father. But I just feel like something drastic changed in this family dynamic, which broke your heart, put you in a cold energy. But I feel like you're finally coming out of that energy and things are starting to balance themselves out. It's like returning to the warmth of the sun. You don't know if you can trust it though. You're still healing from the situation. I feel like you're uncertain about everything, so it's like you have your guard up. You don't know if you can trust, like, things are going to work out for the best. Spirit wants you to know that things are healing, though. The situation is healing. It's slowly happening, but it is happening. But you're still uncertain. You're uncertain about, like, the stability of the home, stability of the situation. You might be talking to your friends to try to gain some kind of clarity to understand the situation better. It's like you're asking why did this have to happen? Yeah, but I do see you like connecting with friends and like supportive people. You're confiding in them about this heartbreak, this hurt that you have gone through. Notice how there's a flower right here. That's interesting. I've never actually like really saw that in particular, but they're highlighting this flower right here. I'm gonna post information about the flower on the screen. But it's like there's a lot of symbolism in this. Even though like all this hurt, all this pain and everything, it's like you're blooming, you're still growing. It's like after all this pain, like there's like growth still happening. It's like the owl is taking all of his worry off of the pain, looking at that flower. It's like all of this stuff that has happened didn't go unnoticed. Like there was a reason why everything had to happen for you to grow and everything. And this growth might show up later on in life. Some of you might be triggered about that information. Right now it looks like fighting and just like rejection. What is that about? By yourself, thinking a lot, like in your head. There's a lot of fight and rejection going on here though. It's kind of like you're looking over the fight, the battle, and everything after everything has happened. Maybe you weren't directly in the fight, but it looks like two other people were, and you're just like watching everything happen. And you just don't want to be part of the drama. You are stepping into your, your Virgo, the Hermit energy, going within and finding like, how can I turn this bad situation into this light situation over here? It's like all this stuff that has happened has made you very wise. And you're moving away from anything that troubles you. It's like it was a lesson, that like it needed to be let go, everything needed to happen, and everything needed to be cleared out. It's like you're no longer giving to whatever hurt you. You're no longer feeding into that anymore. It's like you're trying to move on and better your life and connect with like-minded people and look at they're saying prosperity. They're saying look at the brighter side of life rather than focusing on what bad happened. Yeah, change. By you focusing on this good stuff that's coming in, it's actually creating a better change for you because you're no longer going to be in this, look at that. You're no longer going to be in this hangman energy. You're stepping into this happiness. Like, it's like, okay, I cried, I grieved, I've gone within, I'm healing, I'm moving on, I'm giving to the better things in life instead of just focusing on the past drama. But yeah, it looks like a lot of happiness is coming in for you. Working together in a team. Just realize that this is a career reading. Sorry, guys. I feel like this was more to do with like family. Interesting. Well, someone needed to hear that information. So I feel like this has to do with more of those Cancers who may be children rather than adults in actual, you know, job or anything like that. Or just younger or something. I just feel like instead of stability as in career, it's more like stability in the home, if that makes any sense. I feel like this reading is highlighted on stability, just not necessarily on finances. I feel like it's more like support of family members and things like of that nature. But you could be connecting with new people, becoming happy again, but I feel like working in a team. Yeah, there does look like there is a new job possibly coming in. Not going to make you a lot of money, but it's going to be a good start for you, especially if you are a kid. It could be a beginner job. Wow, that could actually land you into better money. I'm seeing like somebody who is hardworking and determined to make a living. Somebody who could go up the chain if you choose to go that route. It feels like they're bringing up the grapes in the background. It's more like you plant the seeds, you watch it grow, and sooner or later your grapes, they grow, and the more that they grow, the more they sit there and like they're worked on by the sun, the nutrients of the soil and everything. It's like they grow and they get more ripe and everything, and even once they turn into wine, you know, the longer wine sits there, the better it gets. So aging like fine wine. So it's like whatever this new thing is, you're getting out of this bad situation and putting your head towards, like your mind towards what you can change in your life. So going towards happiness, new job, something that could be very rewarding in the long run. You're going to be putting your skills to test. You're following your intuition on this matter. Wow, but yeah, this is actually going to lead you into a really good headspace. You're going to, I keep getting like you're hardworking. You have a lot of skills. You know what you're doing. I feel like, and even if you feel like you don't know what you're doing yet, you're going to get there. I feel like this is a big change for you. This is going over like a long timeline. Because this isn't just like a couple of days or a couple months or whatever. I feel like this is years of what you've been experiencing when it comes to like your security, your financial well-being. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so we have Pisces, Aries, Leo. Why did I say Leo? Not Leo. Could be Leo, but Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, and Taurus. So those are the main ones I see for this spread. I want to go into advice instead of situation. I feel like we already know the situation. Felt like a personal reading rather than a general, so we're going to go into the advice. What advice does Spirit have for my Cancer collective when it comes to their career? Healing. In time, you're going to heal from this whole situation. You're headed towards your dreams. Like, don't think that even though like all this stuff has happened, it knocked you off your path, because that's not what happened. It actually put you onto your path. This was something karmic that you were supposed to experience, and it is actually a lesson that you're supposed to experience, and you're moving forward towards your dreams. So it's just part of the plan that you created before you came to Earth. But yeah, you're healing and you're moving towards that. Times are changing. Like, this is going to be a new phase of your life, a whole new situation. We have Two of Swords. After being stuck for a long time, I feel like you being stuck actually like helped you understand like who you were in general, what kind of person you were, what kind of life you wanted to lead. So we have Emperor, Ten of Pentacles, and Three of Swords. So the heartbreak again, taking control and putting your mind where the money is what they're saying. You're taking control of your life though, and that is crazy. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. The Emperor, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords. That's insane. That is insane. It's like this heartbreak has made it where you're actually going to take control of your life to foresee this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, all this had to happen so that you would actually have this stability in life. That's interesting. Every lesson that we encounter is for a reason. Yeah, Dark Night of the Soul, Angel de la Nuit. I always, when it comes to this card, I always think of like Dark Night of the Soul. You're in a long tunnel of darkness and you're waiting to see the light. You don't realize that you are the light. You're gonna find out you are the light. You're not looking for the light. You are. It's within you. That's why you have to go within, because the Virgo in you go within, and then that's when you find that light. And then once you find it, you're going to go into Chariot energy, where it's going to move you from the Hangman into pursuing this Ten of Pentacles and taking charge of your life. Six of Wands, a lot of success. Yeah, it's going to move you into success. All this grief was not for nothing. You didn't lose something. It actually inspired you to create something new. So it might have been really slow at first, but know that this is a steady situation. Steady security. Yeah. So everything's going to turn out good. You just got to keep that faith that everything's going to be good. Try not to worry too much. Yeah, see, the Tower is all about destruction and stuff. The World is about endings. So this whole Tower situation is ending for you. You're no longer going to have to deal with that anymore. Not saying there's not going to be more towers that pop up in the future. What I'm saying is that this energy that you've been dealing with, this depression, everything that you've been dealing with in the past, it's kind of like you're finally healing from it and moving on. You're moving into a new energy where you're going to be able to focus on your money, because right now it looks like you're focusing on lack of stability. You might have a little bit of fears and stability, it's showing me, and it's taking time for that to heal. But like, before you weren't motivated, and now you are motivated, is what they're showing me. Like, you're just bored, you're like, whatever. But now it's like you're so tired of the stagnant energy that you're going to step out into your power, the Queen of Wands, and you're going to actually follow your intuition into what you're supposed to be doing for this lifetime. So you are actually going on to your soul mission on what you're supposed to do on this earth. We have Aquarius. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries. Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. What's this one? The World. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So yeah, let's look at focus messages. Yeah, it's like you're finding out like what you're supposed to be doing in life. Mother could be significant. Oh, sorry guys. Think of a yes or no question. Think of 2 of them. And pause the video if you need more time. Something could have happened in May. That's also Taurus and Gemini season. Make sure you think of your 2 questions. Again, pause the video if you need more time. We have faithful. So I feel like this is you being faithful to yourself and not like giving up. It's you like stepping into your power and doing what you need to do in life. It's that motivation. We have miscommunication. There could have been some kind of miscommunication where you didn't fully understand the situation. Third party situation. Could be revolving a third party situation. Stop and think. They want you to stop and think about something. September, which is Libra and Virgo. 555, change. Something new is coming. Divine timing. The first answer is yes. We have Taurus season, which is May and April. You could be dealing with the Taurus. We also have January, which is Capricorn and Aquarius. November, which is Scorpio and Sagittarius. Ex-lover could be involved somehow. Let go and surrender. We have Leo, which is August and July. Grandpa could be important. Karmic, there's some kind of karmic lesson. Your second answer is no. You could be a rising sign for Cancer. You could have Virgo in your chart, and then Mother popped up. So Mother could be important. So that's your career reading. Hope it resonated. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when I post more videos on there. Yeah, the storm is trying to come in. Looks super nice. I love storms. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go into your love portion of the reading. Spirit, please clear, concise messages for my Cancer collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I almost said Taurus, so you could be dealing with a Taurus. clear, concise messages, please, Spirit. What's going on for their love situation? Three of Cups and Page of Wands. It looks like you have many options. There could be 3 people in your energy. Three of Cups normally stands for like friends. It could also mean like third party situation. I just feel like you could be like dating right now or wanting to date. You have options available to you. There's a change coming. What's coming in? Success. Maybe there's somebody that you have your eye on right now that you possibly been dating, and it's like it's going to change into something very successful, something, a whole new chapter, changing of season, new chapter. They're also like saying that somebody new could be coming in. Interesting. I feel like somebody new is coming in. I don't know if any of you have read the book Fallen, but that is actually a pretty good book. But I feel like I don't remember her name, but the main character of the book, she goes to a new school, like she's a new person. I feel like maybe a new person is going to be joining you soon in your life. You have anxiety about this. Why? You're in your head about this whole situation. Heartbreak, the unknown. Why? Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? Why the heartbreak, though? Why the heartbreak? So I feel like you have abandonment issues. I feel like you're afraid of people leaving you. I feel like you're afraid of the unknown, uncertainty. It does look like you have the option to go into something that's actually really stable and something that you've been manifesting, but maybe it kind of feels like hot and cold energy might be making you worried that they could be walking away from you, which is causing like you to have the anxiety and everything, for you to relate back to this heartbreak from the past, which is making you uncertain about this person because you don't know if you can trust it or not. That's actually going to work out this time. It does show a lot of stability. I see like a lot of friendships, a lot of like this person, whoever this person is, I feel like they're going to blend in with your family real well, your friendships real well. I feel like this is somebody who you're manifesting in. They are asking you to balance your emotions at this time, because I feel like your emotions, they're not quite balanced. You might be new to this. I'm picking up on a younger energy. Kind of feels like you're learning still on how to do this, how to balance your emotions. You're kind of afraid of like, what if somebody takes this good thing away from me? You're questioning if you should stay single or if you should come together with this new person. I definitely feel like this person is new. You have the opportunity for this new beginning if you choose to go this route. They want you to take it slow, and they're going to catch you off guard. This person's definitely going to catch you off guard. They could be a Gemini. Doesn't have to be, of course. But I feel like they're going to catch you off guard because you're not going to realize, like, oh crap, I really have deep feelings for this person, you know? So it's just going to kind of like freak you out, put you in a lot of anxiety. Yeah, you're going to be up in your head. Don't mean to laugh about your situation by any means, but every time I see his eyes, it's like, what? Like, it's like he's freaked out. Kind of reminds me of the cat, like gasping, like all shocked and stuff. But yeah, I'm more so laughing at the face rather than I'm not laughing at your situation. I understand the fear and everything, but I'm laughing at his face. Yeah, this is actually a Nine of Cups situation. So wish fulfillment is coming in, but you are definitely stuck in your head. They want you to take things slow and actually just like fill the situation out until you feel like it's stable. You know, this person's going to show you their true colors. So, and that's when you're going to need to make your decision on whether if this person's right for you or not. It does look like you want to work on this. It looks like there might be a couple things that pop up for you that is like questioning, like, are we right for each other? Are we compatible? But I do feel like ultimately you are going to choose to go towards this new person because you feel like there's something stable here. I do feel like this is a love connection. So this is going to be somebody very, like, they're saying highlighted in your life. An important decision, an important soul connection to make. This is actually going to transform how you look at love too. They're bringing up the snake right here, so I'll post about that. But yeah, pause and read. Let's see. We will pull from the situation deck for this. Spirit, can you tell me more information? Real quick, on the board we have Aries, or not Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini and Virgo, Virgo again, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, those are the signs I am seeing on the board. So your person could have any of those in their chart. All elements are here, so it could be anything. Don't get held up on the signs, but those are the main ones I'm seeing. Okay, Spirit, dive more into their situation, please, about this new person coming in. Vacation, hideaway, adventure. This person is going to take you on a whole new adventure. Threatened, embarrassed appearances, but you're afraid to allow yourself to like be vulnerable with this person. You're afraid to let your guard down. They're trying to say, like, just enjoy your time with them, get to know them, they get to know you, spend some quality time with them, kind of like if you're on vacation or whatever. They just want you to get to know this person, you know? Wow. Yeah, you know, I kind of feel like sold and done. I feel like you're moving out of an old situation into a new situation. I kind of feel like in the past people have treated you bad. It's like you're just done with that crap. So you're moving out of that energy and into a new energy. You're moving out of that heartbreak. Again, I feel like this person could have moved to wherever you're at. I feel like this person, you're going to run into them. They're new. Damn. Okay. I feel like in the past you were dealing with a karmic situation. I feel like there was a lot of pretending going on. It never actually developed into something more serious. It always stayed surface level, and it kind of pissed you off because you are a Cancer. You feel more intensely. You feel, you know, strongly in your emotions. And you kind of feel like this person, whoever was part of your past, just didn't take it seriously, and it broke your heart. So it's like you're moving out of that energy into a new energy. You're done dealing with the old. You're ready for the new. This person that's coming in is going to change your life, I feel like. It's just a matter of time on when they're going to show up. Trash. Yeah, it's time to clear out the bad stuff that's in your life and bring in the good stuff. Lost. You might feel like kind of lost on like, what can I get rid of? It kind of reminds me of when you're moving, you know. You think of, okay, well, I want to take this with me, that with me, this, that, you know, all into my new life, but I want to like get rid of this other stuff. So kind of makes me feel like that's what you're doing when going into this new relationship. It's like, okay, what do I need to get rid of? The feelings, the resentment I have for this old person. Maybe I just need to like heal that, be done with that, so I can move into this new energy with this new person, so I don't bring it into my new relationship. It's time for a new, like, leaves of change. It's like the transition, racing, running, avoiding. Some of you might really be afraid to move into this situation, so you might actually try to run from it. You might be avoidant. Avoidance normally, there's multiple reasons, but one of the reasons why people avoid is because they're afraid of being let down. They're afraid that they're going to be vulnerable and give their whole self to someone, and then that person's going to turn around and hurt them. So they avoid getting into those situations so they don't feel the hurt again. Okay, so you might be avoidant. Future days, weeks, months. You might have been avoidant for a while, to be honest, because of the history that has happened. You were hurt in the past and you don't want to get hurt again. So they're asking, are you going to step into this new? What's going to happen? Pop up. This new person's going to pop up. You're not going to expect them. Like I said, you're going to be shocked. That owl with the big old eyes. The cat. Yeah. And you're like, oh no, SOS, frustrated, trapped, closed in. You might be like kind of freaking out. Like you're like, oh crap, I'm in a corner and I don't know what to do. I want to let this person in because I feel strongly for them. But at the same time, what if they hurt me? So it's like you don't know what to do. You're kind of locking yourself down because you don't want to like be vulnerable. But here we go. You're going to take that risk. You're making that decision to actually work on this to get to your Ace of Pentacles. But see, now you're going back into lockdown. You're frustrated, mental prison, confined. Yeah. It's like you're back and forth with the energy. You don't know which way to go. Again, I'm not laughing at you. It's how I keep my energy up. Me laughing. I guess it's a mechanism for me coping. Because I've been through this too. So like I know like all that kind of crap. I know how insane life can be. Back and forth, the highs, the lows, everything. But it does look like you might go out on a date with this person, finally like give in, and then that's going to put you into a lockdown. You're like, crap, I really like this person, but I can't let them get too close. And then there would be like a silence time. You're not allowing your feelings to take control and, you know, be vulnerable, so you're just staying silent with this person. Archangel Michael is protecting this, so your situation is protected. You are plugged into this person. I feel like there's some kind of soul connection with this person. You could be talking to them online. You could be searching them up to find out like what kind of person are they, you know. You're just very guarded. You could find out some gossip about this person. Crush, gossip. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? Is this just gossip? Yeah. Yeah. honestly, I feel like these people are just gossiping to gossip. I don't feel like whatever they're saying is actually true. I feel like you're going to feel crushed at first, but then you're going to realize that these people are just petty and envious of this other person. Probably could be mad that they're taking you away from them. These could be, you know, exes of yours or friends of yours. Somebody is jealous of this new person coming into your life because they see how much happiness you're getting. Cleansing. Yeah, they want you to cleanse from these people. They want you to go towards your happiness. They want you to trust and love again. Meeting. Pressure cooker. Try to stay calm. Make sure you cleanse yourself. You could do that with salt baths, sage, Palo Santo, frankincense. I'll post all that stuff on the screen. Make sure you pause and read through all of those to see which one would be best for you. You could also I was gonna say you can easily protect yourself with selenite. That's always a good stone to have. Also protection as in like black stones as well, like onyx, hematite, tourmaline. All these kind of stones help as well. So make sure you read about all that. But yeah, I feel like your emotions are going to be stirring with this person, with the whole situation in general. But I do feel like you're going to be meeting this person soon. They're going to be popping up. Let's see. I would get excited. Not trying to tell you how to feel. However, I would start getting excited because I feel like whoever did you wrong in the past, I feel like that wasn't supposed to last. It was supposed to be done and dealt with, and now something new is trying to come in to help you like actually enjoy life. So I wouldn't allow these people from the past to take your power away and ruin this new connection coming in for you. Think of 2 questions, 1 and 2, yes and no questions. Pause if you need to. $999, release, let go of what no longer serves you, is the main card of this situation, which makes sense. You're releasing what no longer serves you, whatever this karmic situation is. Okay. You could be dealing with an Aries. This is March and April. We have 1212, self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose. 555, change, something new is coming. You're going to have a breakthrough. Like I said, this owl right here. This owl, he's finding something out. I feel like there's a breakthrough coming in. Probably a breakthrough on like this connection. You're gonna be like shocked that you're gonna remember this person somehow. This is in your soul contract. Like, I just feel like you're gonna know this person somehow. Unfinished business, something's unfinished. We have travel. You could, like, this person could travel to you, you could travel to them. We have October is important, and that is Scorpio and Libra season. Leo is important, so August and July. We have Virgo season, which we are in right now, September and August. March could be important. Aries and Pisces, Mother could be important. Your first answer is no. It says someone is wearing a mask. So I feel like somebody from your past, whoever was messing, I feel like they're wearing a mask. I feel like they're gossiping, honestly. I feel like they don't want you to know that they're trying to cause havoc in your life. We have new beginnings. Something new is coming in. We have a soulmate. Yeah, I feel like there's a soulmate coming in for you. You can trust them. Sister could be important. You could have a sister. They could have a sister. Somebody could act like a sister giving you advice. God's rejection is your protection. So whatever didn't happen in the past was for a good reason. It was because they were toxic, or, you know, they weren't part of your life path. It says they are coming back correct. So, I feel like whoever you have unfinished business with, they're coming back correct. So you might have known someone from the past, and they're coming back into your life because they have unfinished business with you, and I feel like they could be coming back correct. Take that as you will, though. New love. Yeah, I was definitely picking up on someone new. We have April, which is Aries and Taurus, and then we have Sagittarius, which is December and November. So we got one no. So let's see what the other answer is. Spirit, can you please answer question number 2 for my Cancer babies? Question number 2 for my Cancer babies. We have a maybe. So you're not supposed to know right now, but it says 2 of Swords, stalemate, truce, painful choices, denial, blindness, avoidance. Yeah, that was all about this reading. So whatever your question was, that energy is heavily on that question. So making a choice right now. And it feels like you don't have all the information going off of this moon right here. It feels like you only have partial information. Part of the moon is in darkness. So you're still trying to find out like what decision is the correct decision to make. This is Libra energy, so take that as you will. And we're going to pull from my name deck. If your name doesn't pop out, doesn't mean that this reading is not for you. It just means that either A, your name is not in this deck, or B, if your name is in this deck, it just means that most of this reading has resonated with you, and so you don't need the extra clarification. So let's go into this for Cancer, please. I always go through this twice. To make sure we get as many names as possible. These cards like to stick sometimes, so. Okay, and then I always pull from the bottom as well. This could also be your middle name or last name. Could be your friend's name. Could be anyone who came to mind during this reading. It could be any of their names. Nickname, yeah. Okay. So we have Heather, Julianne, Serenity, Isabella, or Izzy, Brian, Andrea, Michelle, Sierra, James, Xana, Wyatt, Lucas, Austin, Destiny, Elijah, Henry, Hazel, Alex, Tiffany, Nick, Crystal, and William. So Cancer, I hope this resonated. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That way you can be notified when I post more readings. It also helps me connect with your energy better when you are my subscriber. So, and it helps my channel out greatly. I can't be doing this without your guys' help and support. But yeah, I hope to read for you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and rest of your year. I hope to read again soon. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.